Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Billy here with a brand new video. Today's video, I'm not gonna lie, guys, is kind of winged, and a few of my videos I do just wing it just to see if I can, think of something on the spot. I just thought of something to talk about, so that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I just recorded a full video of me reacting to KSI and Randolph's new track, Beerus. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can go and watch it, and also go watch it on Spotify and stuff, try and help them out to get it into the UK top 40. Yeah, I recorded the full reaction video to it, and my audio just didn't come through properly. It was all, spotty, glitchy, and you couldn't hear my thoughts on the track. You couldn't hear my, my opinions on when I'd pause it and point out something they just said in the last line. So I just deleted the footage. I can't be asked with it. I'm not going to sit there and try and re-record the whole thing again because it's just a waste of my time. Yeah, it's a good track and that. Go check it out. Like I said, there'll be a link in the description to their song. Maybe you guys can enjoy it and make your own reaction videos to it, but my audio just messed up and I couldn't be bothered, so now I'm back on the phone just doing a small vlog. So today I'm talking about bad habits and addictions. So obviously there's some bad habits that people have with just like, putting your clothes on the floor instead of putting them in a wash basket. There's some dirty habits that people have like picking your nose and eating it. It's disgusting. Obviously, I'm not saying I've got either of these habits. I mean, I do leave my clothes on the floor, but I do not pick my nose and I do not eat it. So, something new to know about me, guys. A bad habit / addiction, I'd say it's a bit of both, is I'm a smoker. Obviously, it's a bad habit to start smoking, and then it becomes an addiction. Your body, craves nicotine. It craves the movement of the hand to the mouth. So, as you'll notice, when people quit smoking, they tend to either gain quite a bit of weight or they tend to get really skinny because, well, not skinny, but in a lot better shape because it's more of a movement aspect in your brain than it is actually smoking the cigarette for your lungs and your body that craves the nicotine. So when people quit, they either do a lot of eating, hand to mouth movement, or they do a lot of exercise. And obviously, if they do a lot of exercise, they get in really good shape. If they do a lot of eating, then probably not so much. I've been smoking for 7.5 years. I started smoking just before I turned 13. I'm now 20. So yeah, been smoking for about 7.5 years. It's not anything to be proud of. It's not a nice habit. But at the end of the day, some people just can't give up as easily as others. I have tried before. I managed to give up for a little while once, and then things just happen in life, and if you're a smoker, you'll know you just sit there and you think, I want a fag, so you have a fag, and then, you just can't stop, and you'll have another fag about an hour later, a couple of hours later, another one, and then before you know it, even if you've given up for a couple of months or whatever, you're back to being a full-time smoker again, which obviously isn't healthy, but it is what it is. So obviously, as you guys know, if you've been with this channel since I started it a little while back, only about a few months now, because I had an old channel. It got 2 strikes, so I took it down. Like you guys know, if you've watched my earlier videos on this channel, I suffer with depression and social anxiety, so I don't like going outside. I don't like speaking to people that I don't know. And the depression, sometimes you're just sitting there, you're watching a YouTube video, you're watching a movie, a TV series, playing a game, whatever it may be, and it just sort of hits. You sort of sit there and you think over things, how things may happen in the future, how you could have done things better in the past, even though you can't change the past or try and alter the future. Of course, you can try and make your future better by succeeding in life and, having a well-paying job, having the right people around you, and I try my best to do the stuff that I can, but as it is, when you suffer with depression and you just sit there and you go through, things just loop around in your head, and then you just sort of daydream, I suppose. People will think you're fine just sitting there, and you could be sitting there for a half an hour to an hour just thinking about things in life, things that could have happened 10, 15 years ago that you could do differently, things that haven't even happened yet that you don't want to happen, but you keep fixating on them things, just keep letting them go over and over in your head, and they start to mess with you. Obviously, having an addiction in smoking isn't a good thing health-wise, but I think mentally it's not as bad as people make out, because I'm addicted to smoking, so I smoke at least, I'd say, 2 fags every sort of hour and a half. So every sort of 45 minutes I'll have a cigarette. And yeah, it's not healthy for me. My lungs are going to be caked in shit. They're not going to, support my body for the rest of my life. But because there's an addiction there, I'll always think, yeah, I want a fag, so I'll roll a fag. Whereas if I wasn't a smoker and I was in good shape, so I wasn't hungry all the time, I'd be sitting there and I could let the depression take over, and I could sit there for hours upon hours thinking about stuff that, you know, people who don't have strong or healthy mental health shouldn't be thinking about. But because I'm addicted to cigarettes, I'll always want to roll one every like half an hour, 45 minutes. So it always takes my mind off of it, because my body craves the nicotine, my mind craves the hand movement for a cigarette, so I'll always have something there to pull me out of the daydream, to pull me out of the loop of just thinking about bad things constantly. So I'm not saying that smoking's a good thing, I'm not saying that people with depression should start it, but if you do smoke and you have depression, then you know where I'm coming from. You know what I'm on about. You know, it pulls you out of the loop where you're sitting there just replaying bad things over and over in your mind. You know that smoking pulls you out of that, because you have that craving to want to do, to want to roll a cigarette, to want to smoke a cigarette. So it does pull you out of it. I'm not saying that smoking's good or healthy, because obviously it's not, but it helps me in that sense. So to me, smoking is horrible, it's disgusting, but it is an aid. It does help. It just does. So yeah, I don't really have many bad habits. Like I said in my last video, I don't wash up all the time. Not my last video, the video before. I don't wash up until like we haven't got any plates left to use, which isn't a good thing, obviously, but I'll go in there into the kitchen, make some food, want to put it on a plate, and then realise there isn't any, and then I'll just wash up. So, but my missus does a lot of the washing up anyway, so there's normally a lot of plates clean, but every now and then I'll get into a little stage throughout like every couple of months or so where I'll be like a clean freak. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with my mental health, but like I'll just wake up in the morning, hoover the entire flat, wash up, do the washing, like clothes washing, hang it out to dry, all that sort of stuff. It is what it is, but it's just something that happens to me every now and then. I'll wake up thinking that I need to do this, so I'll go and clean, or I'll go and do something different. And, that just is how I am. Obviously, I can't change it, so... But it is what it is, guys. This isn't like a sad video or a down video. I'm not sure what I'm going to title it yet. Probably something ridiculous. I may just title it, bad habits and bad addictions, whatever. I'll see you guys in my next video. Like I said, I'm trying to upload as much as possible between now and Christmas, so there may be another video later tonight, there may be a video tomorrow. I'm not sure. I am trying to upload as much as I possibly can. So, yeah, look out for that, guys. Subscribe down below if you like my content, and you'll see when I'm uploading if you click the notification bell just next to the subscribe button. Yeah, like I said, link in the description to KSI and Randolph's new track, Beerus. Go check it out, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, everybody.